All right, it is March 1st. In the market we go. Big day for the Dow Jones. It was up 700 at one point. 603. It finished S&P plus 90, Nasdaq plus 396. Um, so that was absolutely huge move today. That's on vaccine news. Yeah, what was the major driver? Stock futures rises, yields pair gains. J&J vaccine receives authorization. So, very good news on that. We still have stimulus out there. So, you know, we keep going. We will keep going in the market. Look at the SPY right here. This is still a big wedge. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. This is a big widening to a tightening wedge. And control this line right here. And that's your lowest point right now. So we came close to it. You can actually make it a little bit tighter, but you can see the width here. It's getting smaller and smaller. But we bounce. We're going up. Looks like we're trying to curl here. Now, could there be another down day? Come back? Possible. We're diving down still on stochastics. It's getting very oversold. So, I mean, it looks like the bottom's in for now. I mean, we could come back again, but yeah, this isn't a big move down. Again, this isn't the big move down. So, big move down will happen. You'll know it'll happen. So that's one thing on the SPY and these indices. You'll know when something falls really hard, and just like in March, just like back here too in 2019, 2018, you'll know when it happens. So we're getting smaller and smaller as we go up, like the width here. So that means something probably bigger. You're going to get a bigger pullback eventually. Not yet though. The VIX, the VIX again. Look at this line here: 40, 35. Look at this high. The high. You're in this range. You're in this 20 to about 40 range. High's getting slightly lower each time, so we're back in that range here. So you're going to have volatility between this like 20 to 40 ish maybe. So volatility will be here, and nothing's over yet. Anything can happen in this market. We'll see if inflation creeps in. We'll see what happens here. But the big mover today too was a Morph. Here it is, Morph. Let's take a look. Morph Therapeutic. They announced proposed public offering. That's because their stock ran up. Of course, you're going to do an offering. Holding. What happened today? Morph reports positive interim results from single ascending dose phase 1 clinical trial of Morph 057. What do they do exactly? I never even heard of this stock. Biopharma discovers develops oral molecule integrin therapeutics for treatment of autoimmune, cardiovascular, metabolic disease, as well as fibrosis and cancer. I think COVID too. I don't see COVID. Might be there, but I don't see it. So anyway, I actually would have put this on my low float pump stock. See this list right here, low float pump spikes. Must have like over 100, 200 stocks because all these small caps I put on every day. If they're not on there, you have them there. Make a list. You always, know that you can just check by one night or the weekend. Look at this. This is nice. Now the funny thing, this happened in the morning. When was that? What time was it? 7 a.m. I guess. But look at the volume. Usually you'll get pretty good volume. There's no volume on this. And then right here though, this was a nice little spinning top, but see the low wick? It came right up to 45, and then we bounced. This thing really took off. The 90 to $45 gain. So this was a great run. You can see in the daily chart, this thing just took off. Look at this move. And now you have a big, you can draw this right here, probably from this high. This is the previous highest point. I think that's how FinViz does it. Here to here now. And you can draw a line from about here to here. So there you go. This is how trend lines work. So you had the highest point here. It did back here to this 30 level, and then here's your high right here. See this? So you have connecting points now. That's your high, and then your low. So anywhere in between, this could fall anywhere between 35 and 70. You can get crazy back and forth action volatility. And let's look at the 3 minute on this. This little hammer that was nice, right at 45. Back and forth. And my throat. Having throat problems. I don't know if it's the dryness in the Northeast. Like always, extremely dry and coughing. All right, there's 45. Went up to 60. Look at these candles come down. That was a great spot on the low, and people get in here. Now, usually my point about right here, I don't like to buy 10 minute, 50. See here, went to 90. So big move. So, yeah, it was the top runner today. What else happened? INUV. See this big move up, then went sideways. Sort of weird the whole day. Then took off late after hours. SOS 550, 575, all the way to 7. We talked about this one too. I think I talked about this yesterday. I said the move up came all the way down. I said watch for this 4 level, and look what it did. Bounced, big bounce, 205 million. Yeah, what goes up must come down, and when you go down that hard, you're going to go back up. Look for this to continue now. Maybe we can fill this gap to 10. Very oversold. NCTY taking off. Look at Can. This is a beast. This went back and forth. Touch 14. Turning up. AMTX. Nice little move there. 1150 to 16. GBS. This one over 7 to 9. OSS. See, these runs are pretty good in some of these longs. This is a nice long here. Not the best volume. Look, it's not like crazy volume here. Actually, not good really. 3,000. You want more than that, but still enough to get in. You're not a hedge fund trading this. So that was a good run here. $2 gain. Mara 34 all the way up to 39. This is Bitcoin blockchain. Look at this. Again, like I said, this is a broadening wedge. Here, we come back. Lizzie. This is another one. I'll just pull back right to 8. Look at that bounce. Groupon is a beast. Groupon is one of the funniest charts to read because this one up to here, trend line back perfectly. Again, this 35 back. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, a little bit above. Didn't come back again and took off even higher. Some of these charts you can play on swings. They run to a T. There's Riot. This is a beast. Timber. Did have a Timber. Came back. Bounced straight up. Coming back up now. ZKIN. Bouncing. NASDAQ bounced today. So a lot of stuff moving. There's some good moves today with the market being up this high. Uzi. XONE. Here's another one. Look at this run from 10 to 65. Can you imagine if you get one of these runs? You just don't know it's going to do that. That's the whole thing. Then it comes back. Very oversold now. This looks like a big wedge here. Right here. And then, let me see. Here's this line connect. You could say this is a wedge. Trying to see here, up here. Trying to connect this, pretty tightly here. You want connection to point. So, you can really go here because look at this. See the width, height. It's all touching. This is touching pretty much. This is out of place. This came down. So this is a falling wedge. Just call this a falling wedge or a flag. The flag is now one move up. There's 2. Back and forth. Then you break out. So it's more tighter. It's more of a falling wedge because of the tightness. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Had an emergency. All right, where was I at now? XONE. Yeah, this is a falling wedge here. You have a move up. See this wedge back and forth, very tight. It's coming out. Look how oversold, 16. You always want to buy on a move up, oversold. So, yeah, if the trend is up and this pulls back, that's a pullback right now. So, this is a strong move up. And will continue. Yes, I'm not sure how high, but it's looking pretty good at this point. Down here. Here's Eman. Oh, you see the move on this too. You just draw your broadening wedge. There it is. This is another move up, very high here. So that's it. So the small caps look pretty good. SOS, Morph, OSS, some good moves today. Market is very strong. All right, let's take a look at SHIP. Any news on SHIP? Any recent news? Nope. All right, everyone knows this is the shipping stock. SHIP is in Greece. Where is my company's headquartered in Athens, Greece? They do dry bulk commodities worldwide. They have a lot of vessels. So this is where we are in small caps. You have the space here, just moved up. Pull back, pull back. That was a big wick down. Then this went straight up. And we pulled all the way back down. Let us gap down. Then it gap down again. Now we're like hovering. Still oversold here. Volume's drying up a little bit. So that's a good sign. It's more of a consolidation. The move down could be over soon. Again, could we fall to one? Yes. Are we going much lower to one? It's hard to say. It really depends on the market. But you have move, see this, and then we're going up. Now we're coming back down. So we'll see if this can move up. We can move into here eventually. It might take a week, few weeks. It's hard to say at this point. We're just hovering right now. So look for the one as a stop. Then you're caught in between here. If we can get above this 125 level, start climbing up. You'll notice when all these stocks are moving too. See how all these are moving? We'll see if we can get back into that strong momentum. The market's trying to come back. Is it fully recovered now? We going up? It appears to be. We could be heading up at this point again. There's another short pullback. All right, so we'll see on that. CTRM. Another shipping, Hester Maritime. All right. So here's a move again. 75, just below quarter. Look at this. Big round cup and handle. Came here, pull back, went straight up to 195. Look at the pullback here. Bounced. Bounced again. Now, see the high? We're getting lower each time. Now we're bouncing, but we're still going lower. We got to sort of break this line. We got to break. Well, it is at a 1 now. If this one don't hold the 75, you're getting very oversold. The volume is dying down too. So if we can get above 75 and then, bounce back up here. I mean, if it comes to 75, that'll be a great point. But it could bounce right here at 1. So here's your 1 level. Watch that. If not 75, I would really think that would be a good buy point. And then we can start climbing back up again. Right now it's a pullback. Doesn't mean, we went up. We're going straight down. It's going back to like a quarter, 15 cents. It's going up, pulling back. It's just where is the pullback at this point? It's fighting it. We're fighting it each day. It's still in a trend down now. We haven't crossed over and moved up on this point of CTRM. There's tops. Yeah, there's another shipping. We know tops. So here's your 175 level. Here's your one back and forth. Big U shape. Came up, pull back like the cup and handle right here. This was the sign of cup and handle right here. Over at 175. Then we went up, touched 275, pull back. Look at this, 375 plus. Again, this is the same pattern. We're pulling back hard. We're bouncing, pulling back, bouncing. It's at a 1685 on stochastics. So yeah, it's just going to pull back all the way to 2 to 175. You know, it remains to be seen. Still possible until we break up. You know, you have full breakup on this. This is the same thing. Draw like a line here. It's very tight. You know, if we get over 250, start climbing, maybe, then we'll start going back up to this point. Start reaching that high. So, you know, and here you can see the volume spikes when this was climbing. So you want that, the volume to spike. You're at a 1687 stochastics. It looks like it's ready to cross soon. You know, it's not going to dive down that much further as far as being oversold. It can go down pretty far, but it's already getting extremely oversold. So, you know, everything's pulling back on these shipping stocks. It's a matter of when we're going to get that point we flatten out. Now, we're going to go straight up and start like bouncing, or is this going to go sideways and then bounce up? So, if you play these, watch them moves, watch them levels, and we'll see what happens from here. All right, please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades. Smash the like button. Twitter is Mike K Trades. Instagram Mike Frank 98. Stock Twits Mike Cayman Trades. Instagram Mike Frank 98. All right, that's it. Peace.